Hello again, I am Archie. We are back here in our creative test world. You can see there's a lot going on in the background. Some of it's completely broken stuff, but that's okay. This is just for fun, just testing stuff out. Right here behind me, we have a melon and pumpkin farm. It is completely automatic, completely AFKable, and uses no observers at all. In fact, it doesn't use anything from the Nether, so you can build this even before you go to the Nether, and it is still completely automatic and completely AFKable. So I let this run until it ran out of room, and this is what we have. A very full chest. And that's just a single chest. You could obviously make that into a double chest if you wanted to, but let's get started and I will show you exactly how this works. So what you will need for this, you will need 1 or 2 chests. If you want to make it a double chest, you can. At least 1 hopper. If you wanted to make it go a little extra fast, you could use 2 or 3. 1 hopper minecart, 3 powered rails. Then you need 2 redstone repeaters, 2 blocks of redstone, 7 redstone dust, 2 pistons, 3 glass blocks, and these have to be transparent blocks. They have to allow light to go through and not transmit a redstone signal. 6 blocks, they can be any block that you want. I'm using the white stained glass just to differentiate which ones you can make, but I like using glass just so I can see what's going on. 4 trapdoors, a couple of these can actually be solid blocks if you wanted them to. And then we have 2 buckets of water. These are optional. Technically, you don't even need water to grow a crop. And then 2 seeds. You can either do 2 pumpkin seeds, 2 melon seeds, or 1 of each. And then a hoe. Any hoe will do. That didn't quite sound right. And 1 torch just for a little bit of lighting if you want it to grow a little more efficiently. Alrighty, so how you will start, you'll build a hole that is 1, 2, 3 wide and 2 deep. And then right here, you're going to come down 3 there and 3 there. So you'll have a hole that looks something like this. Now you're going to put your chest here, come around to the back, crouch, and place your hopper. Now you're going to want your powered rails going 1, 2, 3, and then you can put down your hopper minecart. It doesn't really matter if you put it down now or put it down later. Right now it's not going to be in the way. And then you want to take your dirt and build straight across. And that is your collection system. If you wanted to make this double wide, just remember you have to leave a space above it. So that way you can open it, because if you have a solid block above your chest, it's not going to open. Now let's go on to the rest of the redstone. So for your redstone, you're going to replace this one and this one. This is going to be your redstone blocks. And on top of that one is your redstone. Then here and here, facing this direction, that's where your pistons are going to be. This block right here and this block right here. They need to be something that the pumpkins and melons will grow onto. If it's, you can't use a wood block, it's got to be dirt or grass, farmland, or I think there's one other one. Anyway, it has to be something that your melon can grow to, because it's going to grow here, and we'll explain why that's going to be important in a minute. Now take your repeater. The arrow should be facing away from that block. And then 1, 2, 3 redstone. And now they do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to stand over here. Redstone, repeater, and redstone dust 1, 2, 3. That's literally all you need. And now we just have to enclose it so the pumpkins and melons don't go flying. Your redstone's done. How much simpler can that be? So now take your hoe and till up this section and plant your seeds. I'm going to put a pumpkin there and a melon there. Now you want to enclose this. So above this melon, you want a clear glass block, and above the pumpkin, you want a clear glass block. These two have to be clear. They have to let the light through. Also right here, you don't have to, but it's better if you put a clear block there, just so that way there's no chance of something wandering in the way. Now these 4 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, those are important to keep stuff from flying all over the place. They can be a solid block. They can be a glass block. They just can't be a trapdoor. It's just got to be a full block, something that the pumpkins and melons won't fly through. Right here and right here are the same thing. They can be solid blocks. You can actually make these trapdoors if you wanted to and flip them up. Either way is fine. And then I like to put a trapdoor here and then put one all the way across, just like that. And then right here, that's where we're going to put our torch just to light it up. Now, if you wanted to, you can put water here and here. Okay, make sure this stays flipped up. If you wanted to, you can put the glass above it as well. So either way is fine. You can either use a trapdoor as long as it stays flipped up, or you can use a block as long as it is solid on that side. And that's it. You're done. Literally, it is a 10-minute build, if that. It's very friendly for early game build. It's very easy. Not a lot of resources. And it's completely automatic and completely runs by itself. Now, let me explain a little bit how this works, just so you understand in case it should happen to break. So if you want to accelerate things along, you can bone meal these. It'll grow all the way up. It won't. You can't bone meal it and make it grow a melon or a pumpkin, though. So what will happen when that grows, the only place it can grow is right here. So when it grows a pumpkin, it completes that circuit and it breaks the pumpkin. Same thing with the melon. When it grows a melon, it completes the circuit, grows the melon, and then the hopper with minecart picks it up eventually. Oh, I know what happened. It's not moving. You got to give it a little nudge. And now it picked it up. So again, the melon will pop in there. It'll push it off. The minecart will pick it up. If it's a pumpkin, the pumpkin will pop in there. It'll push it off. And it can only go over this square, once in a while over that one, or that one. Those are the only three, and those are all three getting collected by the minecart. So when it breaks, now it's down here. It goes right into your hopper and your minecart right there. You have it. You can just pick it up. You can close that so it's nice and flush. And like I said, if you wanted to modify it, you don't even have to have the water. It'll still grow just fine without the water. If you want to, you can even enclose the entire thing just to keep stuff from wandering in, like spiders could wander through there. Baby zombies could wander through there. Most of the time, it's not going to make a difference, but it also looks nice and clean. You can dress it up. Two things to be very careful of. This block right here, that block, and that block have to be clear, so that way that can get sunlight. If you don't, then even though that torch is there, it sometimes will affect the efficiency. And this block right here, it cannot be a solid block. If you make this into a solid block, let's say block of dirt, now your pistons are going to stay extended the whole time and you will never grow a melon or a pumpkin. But you can put a non-solid block such as glass and then cover it with trapdoors and no one's none the wiser. And there you have it. A super simple, super easy, very friendly for early game automatic melon and pumpkin farm. Melons and pumpkins are great for trading to villagers for emeralds. And if you zombify your villagers, you can actually get it down to 1 melon and 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. So you can basically think of this like a very early game emerald farm. Super easy to set up. Super low on resources. No need to go to the Nether for any kind of quartz. There's none used at all. And you can let it go and it's AFK. And as far as I know, I've tested it. I've let it run for about an hour and not had any issues with any loss or anything jamming up. The only issue you might have is if everything ends up full, you might end up losing them because it just won't pick them up. It won't even clog up. Even if the hopper minecart is completely full, it'll still keep running. So there you have it. You can build a very simple version, or you can make it a little more polished and have melons and pumpkins growing pretty much in any tiny little space you have available. So again, my full name's Archetypus, but you can call me Archie. A lot of people find it hard to say that name, so you can actually call me whatever you want. I really don't care. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you find anything wrong with this design. Once in a while, sometimes things will not work the same on Bedrock as they do on Java. Have a good one. Bye-bye.